free 90s old school beats. Shout out to the free 90s old school hip hop rap beats. Hey squad, welcome, come on in. I came in a few minutes early to give y'all some time to scooch all in here. Let me see, Mr. Debonair is in the building. Oh my goodness, John Humphrey. Y'all beat Puffy's mom in here? How that happened? Shout out to all the members of the squad who got here early. Ahova, okay. Mouth open story jump out, okay. John, Reese's, okay. All the usual suspects. Andrea, yes. Tiffy Tiff, hey Tiffy Tiff. Freedom speaks. You said, is this our RHOA live? I don't think so. Does it say RHOA in here? RHOA was Sunday. Today is Thursday, I think. I think today is Thursday, Freedom Speaks. This is not a RHOA live. We're going to talk about some stunts and shows and whatever else I can come up with off the top of my head. Hey, give y'all a few more minutes to come on in. What's up, Marley, Tampa, bruh, Princess AG, Robin. Hey. Look, C. Patterson, you might have your job cut out for you. I don't know. It might be all good. Because I ain't trying to do no clickbait and have nobody in the title. Whoever is here is supposed to be here. I don't want nobody here who don't want to be here. Now, if I say something that offends you, so freaking what? Y'all know I do that occasionally. Hey, Kendra. Hey, Sabrina. Look at all the members. Hey, Tiffany. I would hope we won't have to do a members only chat today. Because I might hurt some people's feelings, but that's okay. Sometimes that happens. What's up, sister Sabrina and JJ made it in the building. Okay, check this out. I don't know if I want to call this like a viewer's choice or, like the other day I was like it was open topic or whatever. But today I'm talking about some stunts and shows that's been going on YouTube. Now, I understand the entertainment industry. Y'all know this is what I do. I see people. I know that, sometimes they do what they can to get their name out there. With celebrityism, love and hate is one and the same. We don't care if y'all curse us out. We don't care if y'all thumb us down. We don't care if y'all talk bad about us in the comment section. You can call me everything but a child of God. Like, I don't really care too much. Sometimes I might be in my feelings. I might be hormonal that day and want to block you up, whatever. But for the most part, what do I say all the time, chat? I always tell y'all to let the trolls troll. That being said, y'all know when I first came on YouTube, I'm going to talk about my history for a little bit. Those of you who are new here, go ahead and click that like button and subscribe. Please subscribe. I need some subscribers. When I first came over here to the YouTube a couple of years ago, I wasn't necessarily a YouTuber. I wasn't too comfortable in front of the camera. I just came to give my little 2 cents about what was on my site and go on about my business. I wasn't trying to beef with nobody. I wasn't trying to make no friends. I wasn't trying to do nothing. I just came to talk and be me. Now, little did I know, I already had a reputation on YouTube streets. It is what it is. I'm famous in some instances. I didn't been a landlord who kicked people out for not paying rent, and apparently that went viral and whatever the case may be. But people pay attention to what I say and what I do. So when I came to YouTube, I was like talking about, really one of my first lives was about what? The Queen's Courts. Remember back on Monday nights, it used to be the shit. Like every Monday, everybody used to run to YouTube screen to see what Kaya was gonna say next. Now we didn't know who that man was sitting next to Kaya, but we knew Kaya was gonna roast and gag and give us everything we need, was gonna say everything we was thinking, was gonna say some inappropriate shit, and we was just gonna sit there and get our life. So, around that time, I was, peeping in and out or whatever. I wasn't, an avid fan, but I knew about the drama. I knew about, Kaya had said some things about Candy, and it got Candy in her feelings, and they had got kicked out, blah, 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 blah. So I had wrote about that because, of course, I write about celebrity stuff, right? So, that being said, when the whole breakdown went on with, Monique and Kaya and her then partner, Mr. Manhands, got into it when Kaya left and Mr. Manhands was crying and all that, I was one of the hundreds of people who were online talking about it. Like, did y'all see that? Did y'all see? And Monique put them on blast. Monique had them on Periscope looking stupid. Y'all remember, Kaya, please don't go. Kaya, let's go ahead and do the video. Kaya, come on. And Kaya was like, fuck this. I'm out. And this is stupid. I'm out. Y'all remember that? We was all sitting around like, oh my God, this is better than the Real Housewives of Atlanta almost. So, fast forward, I got to give y'all, the little background information. Fast forward and, kind of find out it was a lot of shenanigans going on. It was people trademarking or attempting to trademark stuff without the other person's permission. It was just all kind of randomness. So me, being the astute blogger that I am, came online and was like, yo, Mr. Manhands that went and, filed for a trademark, under his porn name, Raw Dog Humping Express or whatever the name of it was. And Kaya's name isn't on it. Y'all remember I pulled the receipts and everything, put it up on screen, and y'all was like, and I had little arrows and stuff, and I was like, did y'all see? There go, Mr. Manhand's name, and there go somebody else's name, and there go somebody else's name, but there is not, a Kaya's name is not nowhere to be seen. So I don't know what it was about my investigative reporting that, caught the eye of whoever. I don't know. I'm good at what I do. But then all of a sudden, I was the most hated person on the YouTube streets. Everybody was mad at me. Everybody making videos about me. Everybody talking about me. Everybody calling me ugly, calling me fat, saying I stink, da-da-da-da-da, just calling me whatever they could think of to try to demean me and embarrass me to not do another video again, because apparently my videos, stung. So, that being said, oh my God, I have just found out so much over the past couple of days. Okay, let me just continue with the background. So even back then, okay, that was the reason why I don't like Lil Boozy, aka Tasha K. Reason number a billion was because Tasha K had reported on me and was saying, I was ugly and why was I in front of the screen, and she just be in front of the screen with her hand on her face. Why is she even here? She's not even a YouTuber. What is she doing? Why is she talking about Mr. Manhands? And I'm like, who is this bitch? Who is this ratchet ass, bald-headed ass? And I don't want to drag a black person, but since she don't identify as black, I can drag her. But I was like, who is this bald-headed bitch? This dog-faced bitch? Who is this dog-faced bitch that's online trying to drag me? Who is this person? I've never seen this person a day in my life. So that is where that whole beef came from, because this particular person kind of chose sides and was trying to drag me on behalf of Mr. Manhands. Secondly, I didn't know nothing about, Lovely T. I had no clue. Again, I was new to these YouTube streets. I don't have nothing against nobody. What is going on? Next thing I know, Lovely T did a video and was saying T.S. Manhands won a restraining order against, Michelle Brown and Kaya. And I'm like, bitch, where, who, how did he win when I sought out the restraining order and we all got mutual restraining orders against each other because he had got on the stand and basically, told the world, I told the judge that trans get killed every day and I'm scared for my life. And I'm like, but you online with guns and machetes and everything else telling people you gonna kill me. So I was like, oh my God, I do not fight with men. Y'all remember that was my favorite thing. I was like, I do not fight with men. I am not fighting with these dudes. Period. Point blank is rap. So, after that whole court situation and, people were reporting on the court situation wrong, Mr. Manhands was sending just half of the document out to people. And I was like, well, dang, maybe I should, I only talk about celebrities. So I'm like, maybe I need to talk about Mr. Manhands and what the hell is going on. So, Mr. Manhands had put my phone number out there. He had gave it to his manager and claimed that his manager did it. And it was all his manager's fault. The manager's name just so happened to be Gio, who was involved in a bunch of the stunts and shows going around. The text came from another YouTuber named Alexander Rogers, who sent it to T.S. Madison, who gave it to Gio, who put it online. So, there's this stream of stunts and shows. So again, I'm stuck in the matrix. I don't even know these people. I'm just like, oh, it's a whole bunch of LGBTQ IAX drama, honey, and I do not fight with dudes. Get me out of here. Let me click my heels 3 times and get back to Kansas, because I don't understand what the hell. How did I get here? I don't know what's going on. I do not want to be in no gay people drama. I'm sorry, gay people. I don't want to be fighting with the queens. That's the last thing I want to do. I love the queens. The queens be doing my makeup and my hair and stuff occasionally, and so I'm not the one to be fighting with the queens, especially in Atlanta. That's not what we do here. So again, Mr. Manhands tried to target me as transphobic and homophobic, all because I did my investigative reporting and told the people that he was stealing from Kaya. In addition to that, y'all know, some kind of way, I don't know who reached out to who. I don't know if I reached out to Kaya, Kaya reached out to me. I don't remember how we got hooked up. But I just remember talking to Kaya, and I was like, yeah, I might come by there one day when she was at the ATLien. Went by the ATLien, we ended up being cool, and I was showing her little things she could do to, tweak her YouTube and tweak her presence online, because that's what I do. I consult, okay? I haven't put the master class out to you, but that don't mean I'm not the master. I am the master. So, in doing that, that caused an uproar, and people behind the scenes were still getting other bloggers to drag Kaya, calling people on the phone, making video. Y'all need to say this about Kaya. Y'all need to say this about Michelle. Y'all need to say that Michelle was, trying to beat up, was trying to steal from Kaya. Y'all need to say that Michelle was doing this. And I'm like, why would I steal from anyone? Like, first of all, I got my own shit. It ain't nothing you got that I gotta steal. Cause trust me, whatever you got that I want, I can go buy it. Okay. So that was like, I was sitting there going, who gonna believe this? I've been in Atlanta all my life. I've been blogging for 11 years. People in Atlanta know me. So it's like all of the rumors and everything that they were trying to put out, about me were falling flat, except for on YouTube, where people, didn't know me because I wasn't a YouTuber. And it was like interesting to me. So here we are today. And a few days ago, I guess, people were sending me things talking about, T.S. Madison and her manager that fell out. They beefing. He spilling all the tea online. So, in my Patreon group, shout out to my patrons in the building. Y'all put up y'all aliens. Y'all know what I'm about to say, because we were sitting there talking about it on Patreon. We even listened to the man talk. Remember, Kaya said, keep them messy punks out your house. Gio was one of the messy punks she was talking about, because you remember Gio went and did a whole press conference about Kaya and about contracts and about all, just everything. And we was all sitting there going, what is going on? But anyway, I'm backtracking again. So this week, apparently, Gio came online They told this whole story about T.S. Madison ain't shit, treat me like shit. He, she, whatever, Mr. Man, Miss Ma'am, Sir, whatever, pits her people against each other. And I'm done. I just done. I'm so done. I'm tired of being treated like a nobody. I'm just done. And I'm like, girl, get that lisp together, okay? And then get your life in order, because we know it's just a stunt and a show, because nobody is watching the drag queens courts, okay? Nobody. And then in addition to, here's why I know it ain't no tea. Because then he tries to like spill good tea in the midst of trying to drag. And she got a TV show, and now that she got her little TV show, she don't want to deal with me. There ain't no TV show. Where the TV show at, honey? Y'all, when y'all find a TV show featuring Mr. Man Hands, y'all let me know, okay? Because I want to see this with my own two eyes. Because clearly, I'm sure he might be on, what is that? I don't even know the name of the station where the drag queens be at. He might be over there doing some drag queen stuff or whatever. But, it's just not what we want to see. So, anyway, I feel like because you remember every Monday we used to run to the damn YouTube to watch Kaya and Mr. Man Hands and see what was going. They played the whole good cop, bad cop stuff. And now I feel like, nobody cares about that anymore. Nobody is checking for them, like especially us straight women, because we have all witnessed how he treats women. We have all witnessed what he feels about women's uteruses and women's body parts. We have all witnessed him saying, talking about a big old maxi pad when he went in the lady's bathroom, when all the lady was trying to do was change her maxi pad because she might have been bleeding on a road trip. We have all witnessed that. So because we have all witnessed that, it's like, us women, most of us women with sense, we don't pay attention to none of that. Like, y'all may dip over there every now and then, get y'all a little entertainment and laugh at him because he is a freak show, honey. He is a freak show. But, we don't watch. That being said, what better way to get y'all's attention, beef sector, ghetto, hood, Section 8 people of the internet and, whatever, than to start a beef? That's all y'all do is beef. That's all y'all want to do is beef. When Kaya and T.S. Madison broke up, it sparked a whole new wave of people. Half the people who beefing right now wasn't even on YouTube before the whole Kaya T.S. Madison situation broke up. I'm sure they sat around and brainstormed about this shit for about 3, 4, 5 months. I'm sure Gio and Mr. Man Hands was like, well, what can we do? What can we do that'll make them believe that you're no longer on my team? I mean, you've been on my team forever. You've done all of my dirt. You've wrangled all the people together and had them make videos about everybody. You done lied about everybody. You done ran around with guns and machetes and said you beat up all these women. What can we do to get them back? What can they do to get y'all back? Spill some tea, perhaps. Make it seem like, Gio feels that, Mr. Man Hands is miserable and don't have no money and all this. When Mr. Man Hands goes on live and pretty much says, oh, I got this big luxurious house. I have all the money. I get all the free hair and the free clothes and the this, that, and the third. I make all the money from appearances. I do all of these things. So why wouldn't I be rich? Like what can they do? Like, all of you guys who sit and speculate and be like, oh, he ain't got no money. He ain't got no money to buy no airfare because they be riding around from California to New York to LA to wherever. They be taking, road trips to they don't like to fly. I guess, be 5 of them. It's cheaper to put 5 people in the car to put 5 people on the airline. But, I digress. But, it's people speculating like the money must be funny over there. What is going on? They got the same set. They using the same green screen. Where is the 4K camera? What is going on? Where is all the money? They was doing all these upgrades 2 years ago when they was with Kaya, which is the reason Kaya left. Where is Where's the upgrades? We haven't seen nothing. What is going on? All y'all doing is inviting other trans, you invite trans people because, again, Mr. Manhands is a cross-dresser. That is not a trans person. But then you invite other people in the community to sit and kiki. But, how can we get the straight women back? That is where Kaya came in at. What is going on? So that is why I feel like it is nothing but some stunts and shows. I don't believe it. I ain't buying it. I'm sure people coming out the woodwork making up other stories. People have been in my DMs telling me that, other people have spoke about it and said and confirmed that Gio was calling people and telling people to make videos about me on T.S. Madison, aka Mr. Manhand's behalf. And, they were sending pictures of me and Josh sitting in front, sitting at my counter, and you see people on TV behind us trying to make people think we were dragging them. Like, I'm just like, y'all was doing all that. That is like proof that they were trolling us. That was just proof of all the things that they were doing. That was just proof that they were like flagging my account, trying to figure out what I was doing and why. It's all proof. So I kind of really feel vindicated because in the midst of this stunts and shows, it kind of shows us the type of people that we are dealing with. Okay, first of all, I know how emotionally unstable Mr. Manhands is, and if any of it were true, if Gio was for real in his feelings for whatever reason, and I know that unstable ass Mr. Manhands would have said something by now. Now, do I care? People sending me screenshots of comments up on the post that they don't follow each other, all that. It is all a well thought out plan. It is all a well thought out plan. What they want and what they need is for all of you to put their name in the title, to, put their name in some hashtags, to talk about them so that people can see that they are important. Then maybe, just maybe, a network might look at them and spend some money on their little sizzle reel. But right now, don't nobody give a damn. Trust me, don't nobody give a damn. I don't give a damn. They don't give a damn. They ain't on the blogs. When the last time you seen any of them on the blogs? Remember when it was Kaya and Mr. Manhands, they was all on Straight From the A, on Sandra Rose, on Bossip, on the Shade Room, just everywhere. Now, honey, they can't pay to be on any of those sites because nobody cares. Nobody cares. Okay? That's all I got. You saying love thy neighbor. Yes, love thy neighbor, and your neighbor should love you as well. He hadn't spread any tea. None, sister. Not a drop of tea. Talking in circles. You can tell. And then I was watching something, and somebody called in claiming that they were Mr. Manhand's assistant. Somebody named Rock. Shout out to the Wiley Show. I think it was on the Wiley Show. And the Rock dude is someone who he's like 20 something. I guess, Mr. Manhand surrounds himself with all these little boys. Kaya said that too. Had all them little boys in the basement. Look, y'all better listen and pay attention because it is coming to pass. But anyway, Rock is like 20 something. He does all, I don't even think he works with Mr. Manhands. He's just the hangers on. He was trying to get his YouTube channel up, child. And it was just, convenient to befriend Mr. Manhands to get on. Same way all them other little boys be around there, the whole Davids and the Olivers and the whoever else. Everybody trying to get on because they know how many people was watching back in the day. And they just want a little piece of what, people had. Like, give me a little piece. Like, who else is it? It's a writer dude. He trying to sell some books. It's, the Funky Dineva, Junkie Dineva. He trying to get back out of rehab. It's all kind of stuff going on over there. So it's a whole bunch of stunts and shows. You're like, woo, that's a lot to unpack. It is a whole lot. You say Kaya called it, I called it too. Yeah, the Rock person don't work for Mr. Manhands. The Rock person is actually a part-time bartender here in Atlanta. part-time, meaning once a week. The Rock person actually was trying to, like, you know, he was one of the other people similar to Gio that did Mr. Manhand's dirty work. Because, you know, Mr. Manhand's the type of person who likes to, like, pass off the dirt so that he seems like he is unscathed, and he doesn't do that. You know, he wants to appear ladylike, you know, do his makeup and his hair and appear ladylike when he is the most misogynistic hood rat of them all. But anyway, shout out to Nita50 for joining the squad. I appreciate you. So that being said, the Rock dude was on Instagram a while ago and, like, put together a clip of me and Josh talking about Mr. Manhands. And I don't know if you've been following me enough, but a long time ago, I was talking, people were like, oh, I wonder what Mr. Manhands looked like as a man. And I'm like, here you go right here. And, you know, people like, where'd she get that from? I got it off of Mr. Manhand's Facebook. Like, y'all were acting like I was outing somebody when I was not. Mr. Manhands put those pictures up. So, you know, we was like, you know, getting a kiki off of it. Mr. Manhands wanted us to know what he looked like when he wasn't in drag. And we saw what he looked like when he wasn't in drag. You know, he keeps saying that I look like Gary Coleman. Well, he looked like Gary Coleman's other twin brother. Or he looked like a mix between Gary and Ty Bridges because he had a little afro. But anyway, I digress. But so what Rock did was put a clip of that together and tried to say that I was outing Mr. Manhand's dead name and image. You know, there's all these triggers within the LGBTQIAX community. You know, they try to make it seem like, you know, that us straight people, you know, they want to call us cis and fish and all that, but we are not that. But us natural women, us women, are out to get them. So apparently they posted, you know, this little clip and said, you know, Michelle Brown of Straight from the A is homophobic and transphobic, and she's outing, you know, Mr. Manhand's dead name of Timothy and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, how am I outing his dead name when he talk about his name all the time? How am I outing his dead name when his name was on the court documents? How am I outing his dead name? He outed his own dead name. All y'all know what his name is. So they tried to, like, you know, then she recruited, let me get my pronouns correct. He recruited Angelica Ross from Pose. Y'all know Angelica Ross is the one who got, you know, killed off of Pose, the dark-skinned transgender person. And Angelica got it. And, you know, since Angelica is a trans activist, felt like it was important to put me on blast on Instagram and on the Twitter and say, oh, this is so unfortunate, trans die every day, and this person is showing, you know, Mr. Manhand's man picture and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Do you know what, in context, what it was? Like, did you not see what Mr. Manhands did? Did you not see Mr. Manhands threatening me to kick in my door, to beat me up, talking about my womb was rotten and my vagina and all that? Did you not see any of that? But you saw me calling Mr. Manhand's Timothy. So it's like, you know, us as women can get beat up, we can get threatened, all of these things can happen, but we can't say anything back or else we will be labeled as transphobic or homophobic. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. And the fact that, you know, people are like, well, no, you should attack the person and not the gender. I'm like, well, maybe they should attack the person and not my vagina. Maybe they should attack the person and not my womb. What my womb do to you? My womb didn't do a dang thing to you. My fibroids didn't do nothing to you. So, I mean, I'm like, but, you know, it's like you want me to play fair and you don't want them to play fair. How does that work? So, you know, there's that. But again, it didn't go nowhere. As soon as I called out Angelica on the hypocrisy, you know, it kind of fell flat. All these gay men, again, were all in my DMs cursing me out. You're homophobic. You're transphobic. You need to be beat up. You need to... And I'm like, is that how you talk to your mom, your aunts, your sisters? Is that how you talk to people? Like, do you not realize you are a whole ass man? I don't care if you gay, straight, or bi, non-binary, or whatever you want to call yourself. You are a whole ass man in my DMs cursing me out for something you don't even know, which is why I felt some kind of way about the whole Snoop Dogg and Gayle thing, but I'm not going to even go back into that. So yes, it was a whole lot of disrespect. And I have always stood for the proud fact that I am a woman and I was born that way. So when I say that, it's like, why is it, that is no diss to you by me saying that I am a woman and I'm proud. It's no diss to white people if I say I am black and I am proud. So, people feel the way they feel. It's their own insecurities, and the way you feel about yourself, they don't have nothing to do with me. But again, I digress. I went all off the subject. But the point of the matter is, this whole situation between Mr. Man Hands and his whole team or whatever, it's all a carefully orchestrated plot to get y'all to continue to talk about them, or not even to continue talking, because wasn't nobody even mentioning them, but to talk about them. That being said, I am not going to use their names in anything. I don't care if I get views or clicks or not because of this. I can talk about this all day long on my Patreon, where I am getting paid to talk, honey. I don't care if it's one person in here or 20. I'm going to say what I feel and how I feel. Now, that being said, I would love to hear from you guys. I know a bunch of you got something to say. I know y'all got something to say. I got the StreamYard ready. I got the phones ready. You can either call in on the StreamYard. If you call in on the StreamYard, you are going to have to authenticate yourself, because I am not going to be looking at your bare ass. I'm not going to be looking at your bare ass on my screen. Y'all ain't going to trick me, because I see y'all before the people see you. So, do what you want to do. Everyone is welcome to call in. Please be respectful in the chat. If you are not respectful, we have ways around that as well. We have Eve the Weave said it's about to get crazy. I doubt it. Ain't even enough people in here to get crazy. You think it's gonna get crazy? I like crazy. I'm down for a challenge. I'm down for a challenge. You said boring. I wish Kaya was live. Way more entertaining. Take your ass over to Kaya then, Maurice Davis. Didn't nobody force you to be here. Do we have a gun to your head? Run along, little boy or girl or non-binary person. Oh boy, hold on. Oh shoot, somebody already in here. I'm scared. I'm simply the best. Great job. Thank you so much, Florence. I appreciate it. It's great to be appreciated. 0899. I'm scared. Hello.
You should be. Why you always, every time I turn on your station, you always in some drama. Like your station it's always some drama. You hang around people that got drama, you always in some damn drama. You just stays in drama. Your life is nothing but drama. You know what I'm saying? And then you hate on the queen, but your life is just drama. You always getting into it. You always hang around that dude Urkel, and then y'all always just drama. It's 2020, and you just nothing but drama. That's what you are, Michelle Brown. You nothing but drama.
Is that all you know?
That's all you are.
You must have saw my Killer Mike flashback. Killer Mike called me Michelle O'Drama. I'll take that, Michelle O'Drama. It's kind of catchy.
You always start stuff, and then you always playing the victim. You love playing the victim. Don't play the victim. Don't play the victim. You love playing the victim.
How am I the victim?
You start stuff with people. And then you play the victim.
What did I start this time? What did I start? I can't talk about newsworthy events.
I just know you start. I feel it in the spirit that you start. You just start too much stuff. You always in something. And then you like to play the victim. You need to stop that. It's 2020, Michelle. You better get good with God. I told you that in 2019. It's 2020, and you still doing the same stuff. The same stuff. Nothing. Just in drama. It's you drama. But that's what it is, though. These peasants that's following you, they be hyping you up. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. You start too much SHIT, and you in some drama. That's all you do. You in drama.
You know what, Ray? I want to stop you and say, I want to say one thing. I appreciate you being respectful, because you could be right here cursing me out, and you spelled out shit. I really appreciate that. That means you love me.
Yeah, I don't, I'm a man of God, Michelle. I'm a man of God. And see, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm part of, I love Kenyon more. You know what I'm saying? And, you talk about Kenyon more, and you talk about, you talk about a lot of negative stuff. And,
is that why you come every day? Is that why you come every day? Because you like what I talk about?
No, I'm telling you, get right with God because your life is drama. That's all you do, Michelle. You just drama. You got these peasants that's following you. They're drama. They talk about people in the chat. They talk about me, and I just be looking at, like, these, like, you got Von Zipper, he's a peasant. You got that Kendra,
you know
the
everybody.
overweight chick Kendra, she's
you know
a peasant.
everybody.
And Drea calling, they just cousins.
You said Buzz Zipper, Andrea.
I pray for you guys.
Okay.
I'm praying for Andrea, the lady with the the Down syndrome, she's
box like this. Don't stop, bounce with
Michelle,
it.
you just gotta stay out of the drama. I don't know what's going on with you tonight. I have no clue who these people you're talking about, but I just know that you probably started it because you usually do. And you playing the victim like you always do. And I believe them. Whatever they said, I believe that it's true that you started it. I do. I believe that you started it because you usually started stuff. You like you talk negative on people's names. You don't have to be like that. You don't have to talk negative on people's names. It's 2020. I remember in 2019, I remember where I was at when you said 2020, you're going to talk about positive stuff, and you ain't did none of that. Nothing. But that's what you are. You hang around that man Nene, and that's what happened. That's why you playing the victim, just like she do. Oh, and I found out why she got the attorney too. Hello? Yeah, she got the attorney because her plastic surgery didn't go good. See, I don't know if you got the music playing. I don't know what's going on with you. You're not saying anything. And then you want to know why people don't like you. Yes, this is why. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. And then you want to know why people don't like you. And this is why. You ain't got no fleas. Bouncing puppet like you're trying to get free. Bouncing puppet, bouncing little puppet, bouncing for me. Put your hand with your girls if you can chew with a treat. I can leave you in your cage and you won't even pee. You can fetch a ball, but you ain't fetch it for free. You can chill.
Watch Drake get his own show in a minute. I told you that y'all be using me. Y'all just be using me to get y'all for clout. Y'all be using me. Y'all do anything for clout, Dre. 0785 0785. Hello.
Hey, Michelle.
Hi.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm good.
Calling from Mississippi. Anyway, you're not the only one that's thinking that this stuff with man hands is just a plot. I said from day one, this message, that jump is fake.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you could just tell it's fake.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell by the dude, the manager dude. I said, wait a minute. I said, these jokers, they putting this mess together. So they know people like to hear, oh, this person don't fell out. They about to release receipts. They threatening for them not to try them. They gonna tell you. I said, all that mess is game, because it's already been said that he is trying to get a show. So I'm like, okay, that's what this is all about. I mean, you pitching for a reality show, so you got to you just got to come up with some drama, hoping that somebody's gonna watch that crap, and it's gonna be a fluke, and nobody's gonna follow that mess, and all this fake beef that they got, it's just stupid, and I hate it for the bloggers who was so quick to jump out there and blog on it and really.
Well, you know, they think they need their clicks and stuff, and it is what it is. People, you know, it's like as soon as you put the name in, of course, you know, all his little fans, his little fan club gonna come and join in because you know they all hateful. And like I told you before, it's like hate and love, same thing. I don't care if nobody hate me. You here watching. That's why I like when Drake called. I don't care if he read me. He called every show. So how can I be offended when you are a faithful viewer and a faithful watcher? I cannot be offended. So, you know, that is why nobody care. You know, they don't care whether we talk about them good or bad, child. They just want to be talked about.
So is that what YouTube has come to? I mean, people just come up with fake storylines.
That's what the world is coming to.
I see. I mean, after a while, you're not gonna be able to tell the real from the fake when you watch it block, especially certain ones. Mm-hmm. Woody the Woodpecker, I just can't. I used to watch her, but I can't stand her. I mean, I can't stand watching it because it's just too fake. Like, it's just too made up. And I'm like, people can't be this darn naive. You sit up here listening to the person making up words as they go, well, this. I'm like, why don't you just watch somebody just get on there and tell a fiction story, I guess, to people, and they'll just sit up and listen to me make up a fake story right there on the spot. They don't even have to write out a fake story no more. They don't have to write it.
It's all about that. Yep, a vivid imagination, child. A vivid imagination. I knew that when they was talking about Portia and Dennis and the whole, animal porn thing. I was like, they will not stop at anything. Oh my God. Like, and who can come up with that stuff? That says a lot about you and your imagination, if that's what you're thinking about.
Well, I guess it's all about a check. Because nobody cares about, something being credible anymore. They don't care about any of that. As long as you saying anything to itch their ears, then they don't care. And then you can get a check from YouTube. Nobody cares anymore. And
right.
Just say.
Right. And I mentioned that as well. Like, I had seen some creators who, like, had blatantly wrong information. Now I don't want to call them out again. But, I always pride myself on being able to say, yeah, go back to my video back in March. Y'all remember when I said Kenya was coming back? I told you for sure she was coming back. Or, y'all remember when I said Kenya was fired? I told you for sure that she was fired. Despite what everybody was saying, I was on point. So, people go back to other people's old stuff and it just be wrong. Like, people being fired, people having babies, people doing this. But the thing is, they got all their clicks already. They already been paid for it. They don't care. So it's a whole gang. And my thing is, whatever happened to credibility? I guess I'm too old school. I like people to believe what I say because what I say is factual. Not that, because it's, explosive or whatever.
Stick to your values, because trust me, all of this junk that they're doing, it's a fly by night. It's a quick scheme, and it won't last. It's not built to last.
Stunts and shows.
As they get their little checks for the little stuff. Once it starts falling down, and they built a life based on lies, and everything that they accumulate is based on lies. So when the lies start not paying anymore, then I just wonder how they're going to make a living. Because now they will have no credibility. And so at some point, the lies are going to go away. At some point, you're going to, unless they're just going to saturate people on YouTube in a minute with just making up stories.
Yeah, you're right. Well, I appreciate your call. Yeah. Thank you for your input.
Thank you for yours. Thank you.
All right. Goodbye. Y'all just watch. It's gonna come out. Somebody said, Michelle, I know that you want respect, but when you did that commentary on the T.S. Madison, you were right. I don't think it's for a reality show. Child, it ain't. 5757, you're on the line.
Hi, this is Miss Patty. How you doing, Michelle?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing fine. I just feel like, looking at you, I love your show. I love your blog. I listen to StraightFromTheA.com. That's how I, first encountered you or whatever. But I'm a longtime fan of Atlanta Housewives. As I said, I've called you once before. And I've been watching since, the inception of the show.
Thank you.
And I just feel like you kind of look like you're getting a little down. But I want you to understand something. They always come for the queen. That's the problem that Mimi is having right now. And I feel her. I feel her pain. And it takes a certain kind of personality to deal with the haters. Mm-hmm. Really, it does.
Yeah.
And everybody couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I know I couldn't do it. So you're at the top of your game. You got a hater like Tasha K. I have watched her show before. She's a whole ass clown. She ghetto, she this, she that. She's not, you can't believe nothing she say. You know what I'm saying? So, I followed you on Straight From the A, and I followed your story with Kenya Moore, how you said she got fired after she lied like she quit and everything. Found out that to be true. Then I followed your story where you said when she come back on the show this season, watching see her and Mark not stay together, that was true. Everything that you have said has been verified.
Yeah.
And
you know, and sometimes I just feel unappreciated because I'm like, people be using my stuff and running with it, and then they'll be giving me no credit, and I just be like, oh my God, did you not read that on Straight from the A? I'm just like, really? So yeah, I you know, you're right. I'm not down, but I just, you know, me and another content creator were like, you know, commiserating today, and it just, you know, it gets taxing when you know you do good work, you know, you put your heart into it, you know, you bring the heat a lot of times. It's like, damn, like, how this person is doing all this and I'm just here. But then I had to like give that person a pep talk, just like I be giving myself, like, what's for you is for you. You know, keep doing the great job that you doing, and you know, things will come. So
exactly, it'll balance out. And like I said, they're coming for you because you are the queen. They're gonna come for you. And another thing that I noticed about you that I really like. Because I'm not like this, I'm confrontational. But another thing I noticed about you that I really like is you just ignore the haters. Like that caller before Dre. I mean, he's hilarious or whatever. But man, I couldn't deal with that.
Well, I just don't take Dre seriously. You know, for whatever reads he have of me, it's just, to me, it's just a gag. Like, child. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know me personally. It's funny. You in your feelings because you love Kenya and you know I don't. But at the end of the day, you a hater fan. You still call every day. I can't be offended at that. I can't.
Right, I understand. And then I can't understand, too. I don't understand a Kenya fan. What are you a fan of? I mean, what is it? I mean, I don't get it. I just know I don't see it. I don't get it. She's an attractive woman. That's it. That's all I got. I mean, their personality is over, man. It's over. And in real life, she'd have been dragged from here to the county line. I mean, it's all good on TV when the security is standing off camera.
Right.
But it could never been me.
Right.
It could have never been me. I want
they're in love with the stunts and shows. They're in love with the drama. That's the point. Like, people love drama. People love, you know, because in your real life, you ain't doing all that craziness. I'm not going to go and bring, you know, try to ruin nobody's, you know, relationship, and I barely even know them over a week. You know what I'm saying? So in your real life, since you wouldn't do it and you see somebody who is doing it and they crazy enough to do it, you sit there and I guess the Team Twirl people, they praise that. I don't know. I think it's just crazy, but people.
Right. I mean, she's sitting up there talking about Tanya. She's sitting up telling this young lady she's not married, and
she not married.
Yeah, you look ridiculous. You got a ring on and it looks absolutely ridiculous. You are so crazy, girl. I mean, that's hilarious to me. Yep. And then, you know, Cynthia played herself, man. I didn't know. I see what Nene said, man. Nene said Cynthia has the dark side. I'm seeing it, you know. And Candy been tripping all season, so she can go ahead on too. Her, Candy, and Cynthia, they can all exit to the left.
What about Candy and this thing she did with Portia earlier? Like, Portia said something in the comment section. Hold on, let me pull it up. Portia said something in the comment section. A blog put it up and said Candy Birds weighs in on the drama of Sunday night's episode. And then Portia said no opinion says a lot, because I guess Candy said she didn't have an opinion. I didn't even watch it. But then Candy came in and said no opinion says I don't give a F-U-C-K. Giving you clarity just in case you trying to read too much into that. And I'm like, oh, you could have kept that. Why you being so bitter? Like, what the hell is going on? Like, you've been hanging around Kenya Moore too long using those expletives.
Well, the writing's on the wall for Candy. From what I saw it on Instagram. The writing's on the wall. I hear that she's trying to shop another show. I don't know if that's true because I did not hear it from you, but I heard it from several bloggers. But she's playing
the bloggers who repeated it heard it from me.
Huh?
The bloggers who repeated it heard it from me because I mentioned it in passing during my Housewives recap. That word on the street is that she got picked up for the OLG gang. They're working on it right now, and I hadn't done a post about it because I really don't care. Like, who gonna watch Mama Joyce and them be fighting in the kitchen? And I feel like that's why she brought up Mama Joyce, you know, recently in the past episode, and Mama Joyce wasn't even there. So they're trying to incorporate the family, and that's all great. I feel like, you know, Candy has been the one with the most spinoffs. You know, her husband is a producer, so I guess she presents it to Bravo well, and you know, you can't take that away from her. You got to give her props, but I ain't watching it.
I'm not watching it. I'm not watching it. She played herself. And like I said, I do give her a process a hustler. You know, she can go head on. I hope they put something in there. If the show fails, you're not coming back. Bring Phaedra back. And, you know, like I said, I heard it, so now I believe it. You said you put it out there first. But, yeah, I seen on Instagram where she cussed Portia out. And I'm going to tell you why she did it. Because in the comment section on her Speak On It, fans was dragging her. Oh. They was dragging her because she didn't have an opinion about Kenya Moore calling Tanya out of her name. She didn't have an opinion about it.
And no opinion says a lot. I get it now. Okay, I get it. And, you know, that feeds into the whole narrative of what I've been telling y'all of the whole alliance. Candy, Kenya, and Cynthia, of course. Yes. And, you know, Cynthia kind of like fell off cold because she been going behind Kenya's back. But at the end of the day, like, Candy don't never call him out. Candy is like the puppet master.
Right. So she was getting dragged. So when somebody like Portia popped in on the comments, she took it out on Portia. She didn't take it out on the regular people. She took it out on Portia. And Portia let it ride because, I mean, like you said, the writing's on the wall for Candy. She's on her way out. Ain't nobody going to watch this show. Bravo let her exit to the left. Kenya, I don't know if they're going to keep her or not. They say she's good. She's entertaining. She ain't never entertained me, not one day. Cynthia, she's boring. Nene needs to come on back.
Nene will be back in the next episode. She'll be back in the next episode. We get to see, you know, her little spat with Cynthia as if we can. But yeah, she'll be back finally.
Well, that's good. Well, thank you for taking my call. I just want to say, you know, I'm a fan. Keep your head up. Don't let the haters, you know, let the haters be your motivators. Yes, you know, you're the best, and we love you, and we appreciate you.
I appreciate you so much. Thank you for calling.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right. Misery loves company. What y'all talking about in there? Candy took that old in her escape days. Child, you know Candy can hold a grudge. 0501. Hello.
Hey, Michelle.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm fine. Hey. How are you? Hold on. I see you, Andrea. You coming next. I'm sorry. I saw somebody in the StreamYard. But how you doing?
Oh, no, you fine. This is Tiffany, like the jewelry store, butler, but I'm not a maid.
Yes, butler, but you're not a maid. That's cute. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm well in yourself.
Cool.
So we talking about stunts, Michelle. So you know, like when you the bomb and when you the queen, right? You know people got to come for you. Like that's how you know you popping, right?
Yeah, that's true. You know, you recruit haters and all of that. I get it, but you know, it does get kind of frustrating. Like I told you, everybody was flagging my accounts. Like I can't go, like even now I can't go live on my ATLien account. They be flagging me for nothing, and it just be like, damn, can y'all leave me alone? I am not bothering y'all. Why y'all still bothering me? But you know, it is what it is. I ain't gonna stop. I'm gonna keep coming.
Exactly, and that's the thing, that when you bless and when you've been given a gift, nobody can stop it because that's your gift. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
And so they could try, and I know it's frustrating, but that's what they could do. And look, but they still not going to win because that's what they need to do. People, like they say, they miserable. They don't got nothing better to do, and that's how they want to build their name up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
you recognize the stunts and shows too, huh?
I can't hear you.
You recognize all the stunts and shows too that's been going on.
Absolutely. We're not blind. We see what's going on out here. And like you said, you brought it to I was just thinking about what you were saying about Van Hayes. Like you said, we don't run over there no more. Nobody, you know, running over there. I even thought when I saw the little thing, I never even clicked in about the manager. I just saw the little time. I thought it was fake when I saw it. And I was like, I'm not about to click into this. So I just thought when you brought it up, I was like, oh, it really is a video. Like I never even clicked into it.
Right.
I was like, oh, this is just some clickbait.
And he ain't even saying nothing. When I say nothing, and then he made 2 videos saying nothing. Like, you know, Chi stole my car 5 years ago, and Madison treat us bad, and I'm not gonna take it anymore, and I feel so unappreciated. The thing is, if it was that lightweight, you wouldn't have went online to say it. My thing is, you were trying to conjure up something to create an emotion so people be like, it's more than that. Let's talk about it. Da, da, da. Like, nobody gives a fuck.
Exactly.
Well,
Exactly. And that's why I said that's how you know at the end of the day that they meant, because you know one thing about men, they say, like you said, women can't go or compete against a man like with a fight or argument. They always gonna win. You know what I'm saying? Because you're a fucking man at the end of the day.
right.
You're a man
No,
at
it's
the
all
end of
good.
the day. So you see what I'm saying? That's manly. That's manly ways. At the end of the day, y'all want to be women so bad, but if you know, women don't act like that. Women don't act that aggressively. You know what I'm saying? But a man gonna always do and get what they want by any means necessary.
And we don't talk about our penises. Women do not talk about their penis.
Exactly. That's why I say that's why I say you don't see. Come on, now. That's why I was like, they men at the end of the day, and that's why I said all that they trying to trans or whatever they. I don't know what they talk about, but all that stuff trying to be with you, man. At the end of the day, and your actions always come out at the end because y'all try to bully women, be aggressive, get what you want, and all this stuff. That's man behavior.
Very.
Not behavior.
Very, very aggressive, and that, you know, that's why I always, like I keep saying, I do not fight dudes. Y'all can argue, y'all can fight, y'all can do all of that, and you know, again, you know, and this kind of like feeding into the whole Snoop Dogg Gayle situation, and I appreciate why he apologized. Like, at least now it's like you giving people an example of, you know, humility, because you should not have popped off and cursed out that lady. Like, you don't fight no woman. If you are a real man, the last thing you do is fight a woman. That's just my opinion. That's the way I was raised. Now, you know, I don't know about this internet stuff.
Exactly. You know, you don't put your hands on a woman. You ain't talking bad about a woman, even if you thought, you know, at the first, I really, you know, I thought it was funny, you know, when he said, "Can I say?"
Mm-hmm.
You know, we had a little.
No, but that's the point. It's all, yeah. You know, we love the drama. We love the drama.
Yeah, we love the drama. So at the end of the day, when I saw it, I laughed or whatever. But at the end of the day, I'm like, you can't talk to, you know, that lady like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can't talk to her like that. So I'm happy he did come forth and, like you said, apologize.
And it took his mama to tell him. His mama had to sit him down and tell him that is not right. Like, talking to that lady like that. I did not raise you like that. It is a reflection of me. You know, his mama probably gave him the riot act. I'm like, yes, Snoop. Yes, Snoop Dogg mama. You better tell him.
Tell them people.
Right.
He said, but you don't get on there and tell that lady you apologize. Right there. Twice said, I ain't having that.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yes,
Snoop 55 years old, still getting beat up by his mama, still getting spankings, child, because she sure spanked that ass and told him he better apologize to Gayle. Let me stop.
And he did. And
right.
he did. He knew what he was supposed to do. He got to respect his mama gangster, because I know even if his mama didn't tell him, his aunt told him, somebody in the family told him.
Right.
I said, he know he had to tell that lady, you know, she was wrong or whatever and all that stuff. But you can't talk to the lady like that, because we all human, we all make mistakes. So don't nobody want nobody talking to their mother or they or somebody that they love like that when they make mistakes. So, you know, I said, we all still love Snoop, you know.
Right.
But,
well, I appreciate your call very, very much.
Thank
and I appreciate you
Michelle.
seeing the stunts for what they are, honey.
Yes. Thank you for accepting my call. Thank you, Michelle.
Thank you. All right.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye. Hold on, Andrea. You next. Let me, I know I got one more caller in the queue, but hold on, caller. I'm going to take this StreamYard really, really quickly. I got to make sure we can hear her first, though. Hold on. Make sure we can hear her. Turn off. I want to unconnect. And I want to connect the Bluetooth over here so we can hear. Bam. How I do it. Hey, Andrea. Wait a minute. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes. I hope the chat can hear you. Hold on. Let me put you in the thing. Oh, there you are. Hey, Andrea.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. Can y'all hear her? Press 1 if you can hear her okay. I want to make sure. I don't see the chat. Where's the chat? Okay, go ahead, Andrea. How you doing, girl?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Just, I had to call out the stunts and shows as I see them. I couldn't sit.
Okay.
I couldn't be quiet no more.
But I don't want you to feel like we don't support you, because we do support you.
No, I know you do.
We know you telling the truth. We know you are, okay? And I be telling my friends, I said, if Michelle ain't said it, it ain't true. Okay? Okay? So they be calling me about the housewives, okay? But I want to let you know that we support you and we love you, and we gonna be right there for you when you come back. When you take a break, we good.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Cause sometimes
yeah.
we have to get being a creative is hard, because you go through writer's blocks and everything else, child. But I'm just happy, that I have the option. You know what I'm saying? To take some time off and come back or whatever. So I always appreciate y'all.
But I see that I got a fan too, because Dre is all about talking about me. What's up with that?
Child, what is up with Dre? Dre is, I don't know. Dre love y'all. Dre love everybody, and that's why he here. He know everybody by name. He know everybody in the chat. He know everybody. Like, you can't be mad at Dre.
Because I watched your Kenyon Moore, Honor to Kenyon Moore, and it was all about me. I was like, wait a minute.
Right.
Dre called it. I was like, what is that?
That's why I'm like, I know Andrea and Von Zipper or whoever else is not going to take offense to this, because Dre is a fool. So just take it all as jokes and roast and gag and move on.
It'd be funny because he'd be like, he know my name. He must be a fan. It's all good. I must got a fan. It's all good. Don't matter.
Right.
But I loved it. It was funny because I said it to my girlfriend. She was cracking up. She thought it was hilarious. I told her I don't became famous.
Okay. Yes, Dre, you better start that YouTube channel, honey. I told you, Dre gonna start his with the puppy dog in the box. Watch, that's gonna be his theme song.
I'm starting it. I'm moving to a new house, and so it's a bigger space, and so I got my camera, I get my laptop, so I'm gonna be starting. I just got it's a lot to be moving.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, we're moving to a bigger house.
That's exciting. Congratulations.
No, it's not exciting. I hate moving.
I hate moving too, but think about it. It's a bigger house, and you get to redecorate again and paint and do all that stuff. That's what's fun. Like, once you've been somewhere for a while, you be like, ugh. Mm-hmm. But yeah.
So I mean, it's a stressful. I hate people trying to move my stuff and then just throw it in the house.
Oh yeah.
I want to just go over there. I'm gonna stay here another month, pay the rent, so I can just move gradually.
Okay.
Don't be people throwing my stuff around, because I hate people moving my stuff and throwing it around.
Right.
So yeah, I'm happy that we're moving into a bigger place.
Aww.
And now that my daughter, she's leaving in April. So, I'm spending a little more time with her. That's it.
Well, that's good. So, what do you? I know you've seen all the stunts and shows and the lies and the talking in circles, and we talked a little bit about it already. But
I did see Homeboy with his 2 videos. But if you mad and you gonna feel some tea, give me some tea, because you ain't giving me nothing. You going around circles and you saying stuff, and ain't really. I was like, he ain't got nothing to say. This gotta be fool la la. How about that?
That's what I said. He don't have nothing to say. Why is you here? Why is you here? We don't understand.
And if I get mad and say you disrespecting me, I'm gonna break it out all the things that you have done to me. Mm-hmm. He's not really saying everything that she have done. So it seems like you holding back. You want to go back to her. You're doing this for a minute. I don't know what you're doing it for, but you ain't telling the truth. How about that?
Right. No.
And I feel like he's making us trying to. I see all the videos people making, but he's making us feel like he's not telling everything. He's gonna tell us more. I ain't got time for that.
Yeah,
nobody. My time.
Nobody cares.
My time.
Nobody cares. So and then dropping little stuff about it's a TV show and all this, and got people speculating. Mm-hmm. Nah, child, bye. Go ahead, move on.
So the question I wanted to ask you.
Yes.
Do you think Kaya was right?
Which part?
With any part.
I don't remember, but I mean, I think Kaya was telling the truth. I already said that. Yeah, I said it back then. Kaya was telling the truth. She was telling the truth about the messy punks. She was telling the truth about the boys in the basement. She was telling the truth about the, of course, the trademark. She found out about the trademark through, my expose. And then she, investigated on her own and found out to be factual. Like, Madison wasn't paying her for the stuff that, the YouTube stuff. Kaya didn't have a clue about making money on YouTube. She didn't have a clue that Mr. Manhands was getting a check from YouTube and getting a check from sponsors and all that. She didn't have a clue. And they was getting like hundreds of thousands of views on per video back then when Kaya was on there. Kaya didn't know T.S. Madison was. That's why Mr. Manhands was so upset when Kaya left, because she took the bag when she left. Kaya was the bag.
So do you feel that Kaya was a little bit uneducated about YouTube and what was going on?
Well, I mean, if you're not on YouTube, you're uneducated about YouTube. You're uneducated about YouTube until you actually get on it. If you don't have a channel, you don't know about the whole monetization and, the sometimes it's monetized, sometimes it's not, the appeals, the copyright. You don't know until you actually start to do it. You may hear about certain things, but yeah, I wouldn't call her, ignorant of the YouTube or whatever. She just didn't know.
Well, I mean, have you seen? I just seen Kaya's latest video. She looked lovely. She looked beautiful in that video, in her behind the scenes. I watched it. I was like, damn, Kaya, you look good.
Well, good for her. I haven't seen it, but good for her. It's awesome. I mean, I wish her nothing but the best. And the crazy thing is, it was the whole Maddie mob that wanted us to beef. It was the whole Maddie mob that was in her ear talking about Michelle stealing, Michelle this, Michelle that. And she didn't know me well enough to be like, oh, no, she never would. And because she had already been ganked by Mr. Manhand, she wasn't trusting to nobody. And I understood that. That's why I was like, okay, deuces. Wasn't no hard feelings for me.
So, I mean, I see Miss Kenya Moore and Candy and them over there. You know what I found about Candy? And something about that girl makes me just angry with her. I don't like her because I think she's messy. She's two-faced and trifling. How about that? And I feel like if you ain't got nothing to say about your friends being messy, what makes me mad with Candy? Remember that episode when she told somebody, they were saying something about, I don't know, was it Todd or somebody? And she said, I will drag you. So I just don't feel like if somebody did that to her, like one of her friends, Carmen come over there and say Todd did this with some lady, she'll be dragging Carmen across that table. Now, Candy know better. And you ain't got nothing to say. Your friend Kenya Moore is doing it to somebody else, to a nice, sweet girl, Kenya. She is so sweet.
Because Kenya acting up benefits Candy and Cynthia. You know what I'm saying? They the one who co-signed for her to come back on the show. So do what you do, Kenya. It's good for us. I mean,
no, it's not. It's not cute. It's not cute. And then what make me mad with Candy is, it's wrong. And somebody get over the tie, she be jumping over the table and everything. Cause girl, please. No, no, I'm not gonna let Candy get away from that. She knows she tried to. But you know what? What I am tired of, I want all of them to go. I want all of them to go. I want Candy to go, Cynthia and Mike to go. And can we get Phaedra back? Can you put a word on the sheet, Michelle? Can we get Phaedra? Because I need a little Kiki. I need a little slick shade and a little bougie from her. Okay. She give me all of that.
Okay. All right. Well, I certainly appreciate your call, Andrea. Always a pleasure. And good luck on your move. Congratulations.
Michelle,
yes.
I want to tell you something.
Okay.
Happy Valentine's. A hug and a kiss of me, okay? Love you.
Thank you. Happy Valentine's to you, too.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye. We still got an hour left for Valentine's. Y'all need to stop that. We ain't talking about Valentine's right now. Hold on. Let me take the string y'all off. I think we got one call. Somebody said something in the chat I wanted to answer to. What was it that I said I was going to respond to? I can't even see it now. Michelle didn't mean no harm. Kaya didn't mean no harm. No disrespect to anyone. Exactly, Reese's. If Kaya was really getting the real bag, she wouldn't have just walked away so easily. She stepped away without hesitation. I think once you realize that someone is stealing from you and you know the levels to which they are stealing and how much money they were making while you were sitting there making a flat fee, I would have walked away too. I don't know about you. But anyway, let me continue. 5818. Hello.
What's happening?
Hey, who this?
How you doing?
Good.
This DC.
Hey, DC.
I'm from Alabama.
Hey, DC from Alabama. How you doing?
Doing good. How you doing?
I'm good. What would you like?
What you want for Valentine's Day?
A good cash app would work. Should I give you my cash app?
A good cash, yeah. I was talking about like a massage or something.
Oh no, I don't know you like that.
I mean that's why it's a massage. That ain't nothing bad.
It's not nothing bad for the one I love, but I mean, if I don't know you, a good cash app would do.
You got a little boyfriend or something?
I might. What, you got a little girlfriend or something?
Hell nah.
Oh, dang. What's wrong with giving me the cash app? Show me you care. Show me,
Nah, what is your cash app though?
Huh? My cash app
How I get to your cash
is $ iamATLien.
Oh shit, I'm gonna have to write that down. You got that in the link?
Yep, it's in the chat. Hold on, I'm put it right here, honey. Don't worry.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get that in the link.
I just put it in the chat.
All right, then shit. I'm gonna have to refute what you said about my boy Snoop Dogg too. I got a rebuttal for that now.
Okay, go ahead. Let's hear it.
I got a rebuttal for that.
I know all the men have a rebuttal. Go ahead.
I don't think he said nothing wrong when he was cussing Gail out and called the B word. No, I don't think he did nothing wrong. Cause I'm gonna give you a hypothetical scenario. Okay, let's say you got a son, right? And your son grow up and then he get famous, he get rich, he accomplish everything. Then some white girl falsely accused him of doing something that he didn't do, right? And he got to pay all this money just for not to go to court or whatever. And then a week after he died, somebody on bringing that up when it wasn't even brought to court. How would you feel about that? Wouldn't you be cussing him out?
First of all, Kobe wasn't Snoop Dogg's son. Snoop Dogg, mama ain't say nothing. Nobody related to Snoop Dogg said anything. Snoop Dogg was out of turn when he said it. That's why he apologized. Secondly, as far as someone asking a question of someone's history, someone who passed away, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. We kind of internalized it because everybody, the public, is all mourning Kobe's death. But at the end of the day, like, that's a part of his history. She asked the question. She got the answer from the person she asked the question to. Move on. Like, maybe it was against her better judgment to ask it to whom she asked it to, but I mean, she did it, and it is what it is. I don't think it warranted. I honestly, think of it this way though. Think of it this way. What if your mama was at work doing her job, whatever that was, and during the course of her job, she offended some black man. This black man went online and said, "Fuck this dog head bitch. We gonna see about her. We gonna own Crip." How would you feel if that was your mama and she was just doing her job? And this man that she don't even know, that ain't got nothing to do with her job, went online and said that about her.
I would still get at him, but then I would go to my mom and be like, "Mom, you shouldn't have said that, Mom. I mean, I love you to death, Mama, but you shouldn't have brought that up."
You would defend a man that disrespected your mama and threatened her physical safety? Are you serious?
No. I'm saying I would still say he went too far with what he said about my mama, but But you would check your mama.
He
went. I would
over something that ain't got nothing to do with you. You would check your mama over something that ain't got nothing to do with you.
I would be like, Mama, you gotta watch how you move. You know what I'm saying? Just for your safety, because you never know.
So basically, you telling your mama she better be careful not to offend black men just for being herself.
No. I'm saying sometimes you gotta watch what you say, just in general, because you never know. It's crazy people out here. It's people sending girls death threats right now as we speak. Even Oprah brought that up. It's crazy people out here.
But do you know why they're sending death threats? Because Snoop went on his platform with the millions of people, called her a doghead bitch, and said that she needed to be checked. That's why she's receiving death threats. I don't think she was receiving them before.
I think they still would have ended up sending her death threats, even if he hadn't brought it. Because even Boosie said something about it.
But Boosie didn't Boosie didn't threaten to kill her. I threatened to physically harm her.
Well, he brought it up though. He cussing out too though.
But I feel like there's a way to. But yeah, I get it. There's a way to express your outrage without going that far. And I don't respect any man that would disrespect a black woman. I don't care what position she is in that manner. You don't respect it. You don't do that to your elders.
Yeah, he went too far. I'm saying he should have. He went about it the wrong way. He should have. He should have did it more eloquently, like Bill Bellamy did. Bill Bellamy checked her too, but he didn't. You know what I'm saying? He didn't cuss out or nothing. He eloquently checked her. Like,
but that's the point. The way he cursed her out and with the vitriol that he did it kind of gave other people the right to respect her in a similar manner. Had you just went online and said, I don't like what Gail did, she shouldn't have did that was foul, and moved on, it would have been a whole different energy. It's the energy that you put out there. You're responsible for that. Gail wasn't responsible for that energy. He was.
Snoop was caught up in the moment. You could tell because later on, he even apologized like right after. You know what I'm saying? He was caught up in the moment. Then the fans.
He didn't apologize right after. He was still shading that lady. Talk about he didn't want to cause no threat to a 70-year-old lady, and he was still kikiing about it. That wasn't no apology. Second time.
I don't think he went to call her no B word or nothing like that.
It came out his mouth. When something come out of your mouth, don't you mean it?
Nah, not especially if I'm drunk. If I'm drunk or high from
If you drunk or high, you got the mental facilities to pick up your phone, scroll to Instagram, press new post, video, hold the phone, say what you gotta say, stop, press post, send, and you telling me you can do all that and you drunk and you messed up?
No, I'm talking about me personally. Snoop Dogg, that's just his personality. You know what I'm saying? When he in the moment, he gonna say what need to be said from his mind. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
He ain't gonna think about it. He don't got no filter.
Y'all men just gonna defend Snoop regardless. What do you feel about? Why don't you say that you like the fact that he apologized and accept that yes, he was wrong. He shouldn't have said what he said. Y'all still giving him an excuse to be like, well, he said it. I mean, he was mad.
I applaud him for apologizing, but I don't think he should apologize, though. He said what he said.
Okay.
He should have just said it more eloquently.
But sometimes Gail said what she said, but y'all want her to apologize, too. And she was just doing her job.
They both should apologize. It's just like, it's just like you and your mom get in an argument. Y'all both going to end up apologizing. Be like, yeah, I shouldn't have said that either. So they both was right for apologizing, but I wouldn't apologize. I don't think he should apologize, but more power to him, though. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I mean, this is me personally.
Okay.
That's just my opinion. Oh, yeah, with the Kaya situation. Say what?
I said, I appreciate your opinion. Go ahead. What you about to say about it?
Yeah, with the Kaya situation, she should have learned the business. She should have learned YouTube ins and out before she even get involved. You're not supposed to be fine. But if you supposed to get involved in
peep game, though. Peep game. I've been around a lot of entertainers over the years, and I know a lot of entertainers to this day. Hell, I be helping most of them who don't know shit about YouTube, who don't know shit about monetizing, who don't know shit about how they gonna get their AdSense check. I know plenty. So Kaya being not knowledgeable about YouTube, that's not something that you can fault her for. She was about her other business. She was about getting appearance fees. I bet she know how to do a booking. I bet she know how to produce a beat on Pro Tools. You know what I'm saying? There's certain things that she know how to do that I don't know how to do. Certain things that I'm very good at on the computer that a lot of people who are entertainers, rappers, actors, and whatever the case may be don't know how to do. So I bet you could do it. There's a lot of things on YouTube that people who never been on YouTube know. You know what I'm saying? Even if you have an account.
That's why. No, I'm saying that's why you said an account. She need an accountant. That's what she needed. That's what she.
But yeah, but that was the point, and I feel like that was why it was so easy for her to be like, "Fuck this shit," because clearly she has seen a lot. You know, clearly there have been some other issues. Clearly, you know, a lot of people have said similar things about, you know, Mr. Manhands and the way he does business. So, you know, that N-word business sometimes get to be a bit much. And if you notice somebody is blatantly like what if you just gave me a $500 flat fee to come do this show once a week, okay? And I'm thinking that's good, you know, to do a little YouTube show. I ain't never, you know, we ain't doing nothing anyway. YouTube, that's free. $500, $1,000, that's a lot of money. So you come do your show for $500,000 a week or whatever, but then the person is making $5,000, $8,000 on that one video that they only gave you $500 to film, and they're generating revenue over and over and over again as people are still watching it month to month. You don't think that's right? Like, you know, wrong? I mean, because Mr. Manhands had control of that account. Kaya didn't even have an account at that time that she was, you know, putting her stuff on.
It ain't right, but at the end of the day, they got a saying that the wolves eat the sheep.
So basically, you saying the whole thing like Mace and Diddy, the same thing. The wolves eat the sheep. It's okay for all of these 90 R&B people to have stolen money allegedly for the contracts because these people signed the contracts.
It ain't okay, but hey, when you put yourself in a position where you don't know nothing, of course you're gonna get taken advantage of. That's just the law of what is it? The law of self-preservation.
Okay.
That's everybody for themselves at the end of the day.
Okay.
Everybody for themselves, and if she had a focus on learning the business, or even her, was she rich? Let me ask you this: was she rich? Did she already have money?
No, but she was the talent. Sometimes the talent don't get into all of that. The talent just shows up to be the talent. You know what I'm saying?
See, that's the problem. That's the problem nowadays. You got, before you become the talent, or before you agree to be the talent, you got to learn the business. And ain't no way around it.
That's true, but then you also live and learn. I bet you she know about YouTube now. I bet she learned from the right person. Yeah. I bet you she know how to make her money now. And her super chats and her monthly payments, I bet you she know. I bet it's all coming to her account, as it always was on her account. So
yeah, because all them 90s groups, man, all them 90s R&B folks, like fucking, I mean, my bad, excuse my language, like TLC and all of them, man, they was getting so much money, they was getting leased off from the record companies,
but
man.
They were teens.
They was only getting like,
and they signed their talent away to these people. Like when you a teen and somebody like, oh, I give you a record, a record deal, and you see people like Bad Boy and LaFace, all of that, and you like, damn, like these are real record labels. Hell yeah, I take this $10,000. You know, you think that's a lot of money, so you can't really fault people. Like you said, it's the wolves will attack the sheep or whatever it is you said.
Yeah.
But you know, you live and you learn as they got older in the business. I'm sure their next contract wasn't as bad. But then you can't go back and say, okay, Diddy, give me my money that I signed that contract for, that you own all the rights to my music. Give me my money back. Now 20 years later, you can't do that. Can you?
But that just goes to show you that even the parents didn't know about business. I mean, it's a bigger picture to this. The bigger picture to this is that learning the business is so vital and so key to becoming successful that it outplays talent. Like in the long run, when you think about it,
yeah, it does.
In the long run, knowing business outplays talent any day.
You know, I know that.
Straight up.
You know, they say I ain't got no talent, but I know the business.
What is your talent? What's your talent anyway?
What's my talent? I can read and write, and I know the law, and I got a good lawyer.
Read and write.
And I got a good lawyer. That's my talent.
Saying, like, what else you do? What else do you do besides YouTube?
I blog. I run a website called StraightFromTheA.com. I also own several real estate properties. I am, you know, a media mogul personality. I do consulting for web consulting and all of that. So, yes, hit me up sometime. Let me know if you ever in the business. You know, I'm not cheap.
You're going to have to check what's your website?
StraightFromTheA.com. They just put it in the chat.
StraightFromTheA.com.
Yes, Google me.
Hey, I'm about to check you out. What's your name?
You don't know my name. How you get here? You ain't even subscribed. Subscribe right now.
See, shit, I'm about to subscribe right now. I was just browsing through the channels here. I'm at work right now.
Yes.
I'm just sitting there chilling here, so.
Everybody in the chat said, where you been? Where have you been? Yes, subscribe. Yes, Google me, Michelle ATLien Brown. It'll come up.
All right, then I'm gonna Google you here. I'm about to get back to work. That was nice meeting you, though.
It was nice talking to you.
I'm gonna have to send you a little Valentine present.
Yes, my cash app. iamATLien.
All right, then that'll be the Valentine present.
All right, thank you.
All right, then. You have a good one.
You too. Y'all know I love me some testosterone. Look at Mr. Debonair getting all jealous. Nigga, how you get here? Mr. Debonair, stop it. Why you mad? Just Mr. Debonair, more than one man can call at a time. 8194, hello.
Hi, good evening. This is Natalie. How are you?
Good evening, Natalie. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Just listening and enjoying the show, and I am subscribed.
Yeah. I'm like, how you get here? And then you called too. I ain't never had a non-subscriber call. I guess I don't know. Dre probably not subscribed.
Yeah, his comments I respected, but it was fascinating.
Yeah, I was fascinated too.
I don't want to seem like I'm a feminist or I'm a man hater, because I'm not. I love men. I'm straight. Strictly dickly. Okay. But I want to go into the subject of the Kobe Bryant, and I want to take out the emotion of Kobe's death out of it, and just look at the facts of how men treat women. And I think it's on a higher level of just celebrities. I think it happens on everyday life in our music. I think women are very disrespected, and what I think is very interesting and weird is that how it's a lot of pro-black people that say they love their people, and they treat women, especially black women, so badly. And what's another thing that kind of irritates me, and then I'm confused and puzzled all at the same time, is that how they say that a lot of black women oozes a lot of masculinity energy, but wonder why, because we're always on the freaking defense. Perfect example is when I think his name is Gervonta Davis, the lightweight champion, and he choked out his girlfriend, his baby mama, in the public. Not one person came to his defense, to her defense.
Yeah, he snatched her out. Yeah.
The second thing is that how about that reporter that said Makers? I didn't see any black man that stood up and said all the stuff that Snoop said.
I brought up those same
really
points.
It's really weird how it's almost like we're over-sexualized as a woman. They want to fuck us. But anytime we try to do something right, and like I said, I want to take out the emotions of Kobe's death, because this woman was doing her job. She's educated. She's qualified. How they speak about her and Oprah and other black intellectuals, and then want to call them they're the Oreo, and it's so sad. Anybody that's smart and educated, you're a cracker or a love or it's fucked.
Yes.
I'm not excusing it. Is fucked up.
Yes.
That anything positive in a black community or thinking right, speaking well, you're chastised.
That's so
sickening to me. And I really do feel men hate women. I don't even think it's a black and white thing. I think men dislike women, period. And that's probably why so many groups came up to protect women's rights. Because there's an underlying hatred for women. I remember my first year of school, college, there was a sociology class showing the different subcultures of men and women. And there's something underlying that women are taught different and men are taught different. And I don't know. I'm getting too deep, but it just
it's an interesting dichotomy. Like when we sit there and we kind of like just dive in and think about the treatment of white women versus black women. And I read so many comments online when people were talking about Gail, Gail used that white woman card, to against Snoop, and now got people mad. And I'm like, as if white women are the only people who can be hurt. Like even when they were saying things like that, like we all make jokes and talk about white women tears, but the thing is, y'all value white women tears, so let's pretend we white women right right now. Then let's be offended like the white women. So it just gave me. I was really offended by that because I'm like, well, why can't she have the same feeling as a white person being offended? So it's just unfortunate. I feel like we got a lot of work to do in our community, and it ain't gonna happen overnight. But again, I appreciate that Snoop did make a public apology, even though it seemed kind of prepared and the audio was off and all kind of stuff. But he did it, so let's just celebrate him for doing that. So yeah,
I am happy that he apologized, and I hope that other people that looks up to his kind of behavior sees it's okay to apologize, especially when they know you're doing something wrong.
And that's the point. We all make mistakes.
We all do make mistakes, and I'm going to be honest with you. I work in technical support, and I work in a setup where I pull tickets from ServiceNow. So I deal with the public a lot, how they submit their ticket. If I have a job to do, I'm going to work to get paid. If my white superior is telling me something to do, I will do it. I don't even think I have the balls of Gail to go back on live and tell my superiors, you were wrong, and I'm upset how you let that play.
Right.
Another that I want the public and who to the listeners now to understand is that give some credit of that you're not the shit. Like, our self-preservation of overconfidence is sickening. We are not journalists. We're not, you may be because you do this field, but the public, we don't know the education and the things that's necessary in order to be a journalist. So give some credit of not knowing the unknown and not thinking that she's just she or Oprah hates black.
Right. No, I agree.
A lot of people that call Vince for help, and they're telling me how I should do my job, and the conversation is going longer than it needs because they're freaking ignorant. It's like, be quiet. Let me ask the probing questions to get what I need to resolve your issue. Period.
Right.
And I just keep this in my professional life, and I'm not even a journalist, but I have enough intelligence to know I don't know.
Right.
And I'm going to take a chance and look back and listen because I'm not in that field.
Yeah. And that's why I often have an unpopular opinion when it comes to certain things like this and other things that go on in the media. Because I'm like, y'all don't see this. Y'all not thinking outside the box. I just feel like a lot of times we are spoon-fed things and we kind of run with what we are given. And so, that's why when I came to YouTube, I just started talking about, how I felt about it. And, whether you want to believe it or not, or whether you see it my way or not, at least I hope to give people a different perspective, so you can kind of be like, well, maybe she was right, or maybe I did see, that he was a little bit disrespectful, and maybe he could have said it another way, so I appreciate your input and bringing it up again.
Okay, I'm going to stop talking about it, but thank you, and
good.
I enjoy your show.
Thank you so much for calling. I appreciate you.
You're welcome. Have a good night.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
This is the final call, you guys. Kendra said the most respected woman is the black woman. You're right, Kendra. That is very, very true. We have all witnessed it firsthand. Caller 7904. Hello.
Oh, I'm the last caller now?
Yes, you're the last caller. Who am I speaking with?
It's Reese's.
Hey, Reese's. How you doing?
Hey, girl. Happy Valentine's. Would you be mine?
Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's. Happy. Play some Andre 3000 tonight, y'all, at midnight.
Please do. I love him.
I love him more.
Okay. Well, we're going to have to battle with that.
We're going to fight over Dre.
Where's Biggie?
Laying over there on his back. Finally not under my feet. So I can stretch out my feet without getting bit. Right. I never know when he's under my feet, and it's like as soon as I stretch out, he will growl and snip at my toes. It's so embarrassing when I'm live. Like, what the hell? So for once, he is not under my desk.
That's what he do.
Right.
Then my dog get out.
So what do you think about like all of these stunts and shows that's been going on online? How do you feel? Take us out.
Can I be honest?
Yes, be honest.
No, go ahead and tell me what you was gonna say.
No, I was like, take us out. Take us out. Give us some tea, Reese's. I know you know some.
Now, shout out to Miss Andrea. Shout out to Von Zipper, Mr. Debonair, just lovely. Shout out to all the squad members that's here watching right now.
Yes, squad. Shout out to the squad.
Well, I want you to ask me some questions. I want to do an interview.
I just asked you the question.
I can't remember.
Oh my gosh. Did you smoke a blunt tonight? What the heck? What? Reese's. I just asked you, how did you feel about all the stunts and shows going on YouTube? I just asked the question.
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry. Please accept my apologies.
No apology necessary. Do I have to play the puppy dog in the box for you too?
No, I'm not Dre, Trey, or Miss New York.
Well, answer the question.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, now let me get to the answer. The answer is specifically 0 fucks are given, but I have to be aware of what is going on. So what is going on is I have been studying my Bible, my word, my Holy Quran, my all of that, and then they asked me, what religion are you? I have to say I am non-religious. I'm just not, but I just know that I am under a spiritual attack. So I called in. You probably won't hear from me no more, but I love what you do, girl. I've been here for like over 2.5 years now.
I love you, Reese's.
When you come on, I play them aliens up.
Yes, I appreciate. You know, I love you. I appreciate you.
I love you too. So I'm not going to get into depth into it, but just know I want you to be my Valentine.
Oh Lord, I am not a lesbian. No, thank you. I'll be your Valentine friend.
I'm not a lesbian either, but that's I'll
be your Valentine friend. I'll be your Valentine.
Okay, friend. Love you. Bye-bye.
Love you too.
Bye.
You are currently the only person
I love my squad. I love all of y'all. Thank y'all for wishing me a happy Valentine's Day. Thank y'all for being my Valentines. Y'all didn't look. Shout out to the professor. The professor cashed out me in the middle of the night last night talking about some happy Valentine's. I'm like, the cash out from the professor? What the hell? I appreciate it. You say it's called Galentine. Okay, I'll be that. I'll be your Galentine. Thank you. What else y'all got to say? We've been on for 1 hour and 37 minutes. For all of your celebrity news and gossip, please go visit StraightFromTheA.com. Even though I had to take a few days off this week for mental health days, you know, I will be back to my regularly scheduled program soon. I was telling my squad members on Patreon that, you know, sometimes you just have to take a break, honey. Sometimes being a creative is exhausting. You have to think of stuff. You got to write stuff. You got to spell stuff correctly. You got to edit stuff. You got to edit pictures. You got to edit videos. And I can end up being online or on my computer, I promise you, for like all night. And then I end up going to bed and be like, oh my God, the sun's coming up. Let me go to sleep. So, you know, I'm trying to get better about that. Anyway, you guys, I appreciate you. I've been on way too long, but this has been a great conversation. Shout out to all the men that called in. Mr. Debonair didn't call in. I guess he got jealous. Shout out to all the women who called in and held me down. Shout out to the squad. Put your aliens up, y'all. Y'all put y'all aliens up. You know, I love to see the greens in the building. Let me see if I got what is about to come on. This old school hip hop. You said night night mo better night night. Let me put my music up. Where it go? Hey, I wish I could sing for y'all. My old school 90s R&B outro music. Hey. Don't forget to like this video, please, and thank you if you haven't already. Subscribe to my channel. I know y'all be watching. There be people calling in. You're not even subscribed. Why you not even subscribed? We have a lot of, good conversations around here. It's really fun. I have a good time. I am StraightFromTheA.com, aka Michelle ATLien Brown. If you haven't heard of me, Google me. Happy Valentine's Day to all the lovers in the building. Love yourself. If you don't have nobody to love you for you, I'll be loving on myself all day tomorrow. I'll be loving on myself all day. Midnight, Valentine's, midnight. If you would like to send me a Valentine gift, my cash app is iamATLien. I accept them all, and I will even send you a little heart back in return. I appreciate y'all. Don't forget, if you want the exclusive content, we be sitting on Patreon all night shooting the shit. Patreon.com, iamATLien. I owe them a video. I know I do, but I've been on for an hour and a half. I might go real late, but I know y'all will be asleep. So I don't know what I'm going to do. Maybe. I don't know. I got to get together. Gotta get together. So, peace and blessings. Thank you so much, Mouth Open Story Jump Out, for moderating. Thank you, C. Patterson, for moderating. Thank you, all the squad members in the building. I'll see y'all later. Good night.